Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with WKRobertBruce, going over some Giant Simulator updates. It is October 14th, 2022, and we have another update, 2 weeks in a row of updates. And I wanted to cover what I did not cover last week, as well as what came out this week. The results for some of these updates are debatable between people. I know there's lots of different opinions. I will give mine and kind of break down what's happening. So, let's go to the Atlantis world and see what's new in the Atlantis world first. So, in the Atlantis world, they added cosmetics. So, for 1,500 pearls, you can get a yellow shark, red and yellow shark for 2 million. I'm sorry, not 1,500, 1.5 million. 3 million for this banner, and 5 million pearls for this little shark head. I got the shark head, because why not? It's kind of funny looking, but it's cool. Now, the sea serpent, many of you have already gotten these. Let's take a look at what these look like. Equipped, nice and close. Stop your stinking swinging. Oh, okay, with the shark head, there we go. Alright, not bad. But for leveling purposes, I have not done tests yet with the new updates, so I'm going to have to do that later in another video. But the new deal on the street is there's no more hidden multiplier, there's no more hidden XP multiplier on these spirit weapons. There was before and there is not now. There's still the soul gem bonus, and if you look under them, you can see 1.54 versus 1. For the Messias, it's 1. For any normal weapon, it's 1. And for the spirit weapons, it shows the heart multiplier, the soul gem multiplier there. So that's clear now. There's no more hidden experience. Now, they debuffed these spirit weapons to be where they were supposed to be originally. They had a mistake in the stats, and now I went from 2.5 million levels per swing down to 1.47. So that's kind of sad. It's going to go up a lot slower leveling. I'm at 21 trillion. I'm not sure when I'm going to stop. Probably going to stop pretty soon now because it's going to take way longer to level up. The first patch today, I was leveling at like 3.2 million. So they actually gave a slight buff on accident to the spirit weapons. They messed up. They did a second patch and they fixed it to where it should have been originally, which for a lot of long-term players is going to leave a bad taste in their mouth because they're used to getting higher levels per swing, and all of a sudden all these people on the leaderboard got there with this higher levels per swing, like Drac, Mika, Germany, myself, and several others that are on the top 10. And as you can see, it's going to be really hard with these levels per swing to get back up to these massive numbers. So sorry to all of you who are not on the top 10. It's going to be a lot harder now. So you know, there's good and bad. The good are the cosmetics, the new quests. So this last week and this week, the main difference is they updated the quests. They have revamped the quests, and now they've added quests. So first of all, before I get into the quests, look around. They got some nice Halloween decorations. They got little ghosts. They got pumpkin or jack-o'-lanterns, graves. Wait, what does this grave say? Nothing. Okay, I didn't know if it said something specific. Little ghosts with top hats. They got all kinds of cool little decorations, spiders all over the place, and webs. So that's kind of cool for cosmetics. They also introduced these new quest givers. There is one Lord Ent in the main castle area. Now, all these quest givers accumulate together, so you can have several quests at once. You already know about Sir Hopsalot over there in the tent. We've got one new one called the Samurai in the temple. He's just right over here to the right of the portal. There he is. And then there is one in the winter area. The Gingerbread Man. Not my gumdrop buttons! There he is, right there. Just like in Shrek. I'm going to torture him for all his information. And your new quests appear here in this format, a very nice format. You got 4 quest givers. You won't forget to go to the Mayan area, the tomb area. When you go to the area like Egypt, for example, it will give you that. So if I go to Egypt, it will say what I have to do. And defeat a tomb boss, defeat 5 tomb bosses. So different quests there. Go to the Mayan area to see what that one is. Oh, there he goes. Talks about it. Go to the time attack area and let's teach those bosses a lesson. So I got to go to the time attack portal. So they added different types of quests, different quest givers, and more quests. And Sir Hopslot apparently has a couple more quests. So I will have to really get in depth with these. They have not upgraded this any. Still at the max. So that's sad, but you know, it'd be cool if they keep adding to this time attack. Time attack is a good idea. It's kind of fun. I just want to see a little bit more in-depth rewards or something to go higher. Because once you have millions of gems, there's no point anymore. The boosts are still nice, but it is a lot of work to sit here and watch and check back every once in a while. I mean, you could set a timer, but how hardcore do you want to get? So there's still the guilds. My guild is up to 24 members. We are not doing a whole lot of jack squat, so that's a bummer. I haven't been really driving that. I haven't tried to continue to push. I want people to just chill and have fun and do whatever. So we're kind of a casual guilder at the moment. There are 5 slots available if you want to join. Go ahead and message me at the bottom of this video, and I'd be happy to jump you into the guild. We have 5 slots, so love to have you join us. And I'm not going to be requiring people to do the points. I'm not going to be hardcore. I was the first week just to... I didn't really require it, but I was pushing people to get points so we could get up to 24 members. Now that we are, there's no point in pushing farther to 48 because we're not having enough interest at the moment. So if that changes, I'd be happy to push to 48 and get that. So besides that, these cosmetics that you can buy, there's becoming quite a few now. There's all these ones, and this is the rare one. And then there are guild ones that we have not bought before, but there's a Halo, Viking helmet, Demon Stetson, and Wizard hat. They look like miniatures of these. They'd be bigger than this, but I like the Viking one. That's kind of cool. But 3,500 guild points. That's a lot of guild points. They should either reduce that price or make no limit to the guild points, because it takes a long time to get 15,000 to increase to 48 members, and it takes a long time to get 4,500, even if people are doing daily. So, because they have a cap right now. If you have 48 members, it's 1,350. If you have a 24 members, the cap is 750 a day. So that's a controversial number. I don't know if they're going to change it in the near future or not, but I would recommend changing that and just removing the cap and forget about it. Say, you know what, just have at it, see how many guild points you can get. So we'll see what happens, but that's what I recommend. Just to give motivation for people to keep competing. You want the game to be as competitive as possible to drive players to try to be the best and to go against each other. So anything that they can do to increase that competitiveness is good, in my opinion. Gnomes whacked, number 3 all time. Woohoo! And guild points. I'm kind of surprised they still have these test guilds on there. The top 3 are test guilds. Sunny Sushi's a test guild. Sun Tests. There's all these test guilds. They just need to take them off the sushi. A whole bunch of these are test guilds. They just need to remove them so that we can see exactly where people really are. We're way down here at 16th. No big rush, no big deal, but it's fun. And Rebirth, of course, still on the leaderboard there. Barely, hanging on by a thread. So, that's pretty much the update coverage for now. I hope they continue to do the weekly updates. That'd be fantastic. Every Friday, have a nice little update. Even if it's smaller stuff, having that regular content is something desperately needed in Giant Sim for a long time. And if they would have done that all along, I have a feeling the player base would still be in the 1,000+ territory. It's been sinking down to the 300. We were at over 1,500 when we hit the guilds for a couple days, but it kind of sloughed off real quick once people realized that most of the guilds were test guilds and people weren't participating as much as we were hoping. So yeah, we'll see. I'm still hopeful. I still hope that they can continue to make good improvements. This quest series, I'll have to do some and see how they turn out, what kind of rewards they give, and document that so I can make another stat video. I need to rebirth soon and do another video on all the weapons, the best weapons. So I'll be doing that shortly, probably sometime this weekend maybe, and just kind of compare everything. I like to give you guys the best information possible. I want you to be able to come back and check my YouTube for clean, clear facts so you don't have to go looking everywhere in the world. So the other thing is this little meteor is falling in Atlantis area. They have a pop-up every time the meteor falls for 5 seconds, which is a nice feature. Then you don't have to go into your chat. It's no longer in chat, clogging up the chat. So that was a great addition. And you see this little, very non-intrusive or unintrusive little thing that comes up about that. So that's a good improvement as well. There's a lot of stuff in this game now. The new pets, of course. Well, not new anymore, but the Atlantis pets, I've gotten up there pretty good now. I'm still way lower than like Mika, Germany, and Drac, but I'm getting there. I'm not even trying to go for the giant squids at all. Collecting, but I'm just doing gnomes. I just don't have time to be active all the time, so I just do gnomes at night instead of trying to get pearl boxes and stuff. So I hope you guys are still enjoying this game. I hope we can bring some people back to the game and get it a little bit more active, but I'm going to be doing a massive rebirth here pretty soon. So look out for that, and I'll see you guys soon.